I'd like to thank all of you guys for coming to the meeting tonight. You guys have been doing really well in your guys' tasks lately, but there is one in particular that I have found that has been a major issue lately, and that is properly sorting and inspecting the mail. So tonight I'm going to re-go over the steps on how to do the mail, as well as go over a topic of how what you do in a situation when damaged packages are delivered. When the mail is delivered, the first thing you should do is separate all the mail into letters and packages. Once you've done that, you then use a black permanent marker and you label all the packages on the boxes with the first letter of the first name, and then you write out their last name. Once you have done that, you put it into the cabinet and order it as by the name and everything. Once you have put all the packages away, you then fill out a package slip for each package that you labeled. At the top, you put the same information that you had labeled on the package, which again is the first letter of the first name and the last name, and then you write the date. And then in the middle section of the slip, you mark whether it's a small, medium, or large package, whether it is a white, brown, or yellow package, and if it is a box, envelope, or a tube. Make sure you fill this out accurately, so that way you as the DA know what package the resident has, and the resident knows what package they are receiving. At the bottom of the slip, you will then write your initials, and you will fill out one of these for every single resident and package that you receive. If a resident receives more than one package, you fill out 2 of them, or more than however many packages they receive. Once you have filled out all the package slips, you will then alphabetize all the package slips by their last name, not the first letter of their first name. Once you have alphabetized all the package slips, you will then log all the package slips into the binder called the package log. This is crucial that it will save time for the resident, so they will be able to easily find their name and they can sign and date it, as well as you will also be able to figure out what package is also in the package cabinet if the package slip is not fully filled out properly. The labeling will help you save time as far as you won't have to go through all of the fine print and read the full name. It'll already be labeled for you and you can easily grab it and hand it to the resident. Moving on to envelopes, once you have you go through all the envelopes, you alphabetize all the envelopes by the last name as well. The envelopes will be stamped in 3 different manners. It will be stamped as first class mail, pre-sorted standard mail, or pre-sorted first class mail. These 3 stamps will determine which mail will be forwarded and which mail will not be forwarded. Anything that is first class or pre-sorted first class always is forwarded. Anything that is pre-sorted standard does not get forwarded. This is a major issue. A lot of you guys have been forwarding mail that is pre-sorted standard, and some of you guys have not been forwarding mail when it is first class. You need to make sure that you pay attention to what stamp is on what piece of mail, so you make sure you forward the right pieces of mail. To determine the forwarding addresses, you can first look into the registry of the campus residents and everything. We have all the addresses for every single student on campus, as well as we have a box of all the orange cards for people who have moved out of the apartments that have moved off of campus. That is your secondary source of information to go to if they are not in the campus registry. When you forward the mail, you stamp it forward to, and if it's off-campus residents, you write the complete address and you stick it in the U.S. forwarding bin. If it is an on-campus residence, then you mark it as forwarding to, and you can just put Resco, AV, UT, or wherever the resident hall that the student is living in, and you place that piece of mail into campus mail. Anything that's pre-sorted standard goes into the other bin that is labeled non-forwarding mail. Once again, I'm referring to the desk assistant manual. I showed you guys this in the very first meeting. I also had you guys read it. This time I'm having you guys reread it again, and in the very end I'm having you guys sign the back sheet. The back sheet will then it states basically that you have read and lets me know that you understand the guidelines that is in this manual, and that the quality of your guys' work in sorting and inspecting the mail will increase. As far as an issue that I haven't addressed yet, and that is damage to packages. If anything is damaged, put a note on it and put it in my mailbox, as I will handle that personally, because I don't want you guys to go through the conflict of you and the resident. I will handle that on a more personal basis. I had a resident email me that she received a package that was damaged and she was missing something, and accused us for stealing something. If this occurs at the desk, again, tell the resident to come to me and then put a note on the package and leave it in my mailbox, and I will handle that. My boss and I, we had a meeting about this whole issue, and as far as consequences goes, if this issue does not get fixed soon, we are going to start issuing written warnings to all of you guys. And if it continues to happen, we may have to resort to termination. Mail is a very big, crucial task, and yes, I understand that there's a lot of things that is involved in the mail, but it needs to be done properly. And improper mail sorting and inspecting can lead to a lot of issues in managing the desk. So make sure you sign and read the desk manual, and make sure you email me if you have any questions and contact me. I am always available. And once again, you guys have been doing really well on all the rest of your guys' tasks, but let's see if we can improve on the mail. Thank you.